Today we have some new news. It's not official, but it's like 99.9% there. You know what I'm saying? Like the timeline's kind of talking about it like it's done. Kenny has moved to RØKKR in place of Paul X. Can Kenny save this roster? That's the question today, and let's talk about it. First of all, this Kenny disrespect I'm seeing is not going unnoticed. This is some disrespect I'm seeing on this man's name. I understand he's had an awful start to the year. I understand he's been the worst player in the game at times, bar Falcons. He's not had a great start. I get it. And Kenny is the first to tell you himself he's had a poor start. But let's not get it twisted. This man is one of the best players in the CDL. This man has one of the best players in the CDL history. This guy is unbelievable on his day. But it's not just on his day. This man's a 2-time champ winner, 10-time event winner. Can we like differentiate form and class, because they're not the same thing? That's the first thing I want to address here. Okay, now let's go through it. His form of optic dipped, and let's address the elephant in the room. Pred, whatever happened in that roster, whenever Pred left, something internally happened. If you guys watch the optic content, you could read between the lines, and Kenny did not look happy there. And it wasn't just Kenny, the team itself was getting tucked. Now I understand Kenny was the main person. I understand that Kenny was the worst on the team. I get it. But I'm gonna kind of let it slide because of who it is, right? It's Kenny. The guy has won. He won champs last year. It's the same thing why we're letting Shotzi and Dashi's form slide as well, because we know it's temporary. We know the level they can get to. So that's the reason why people let it slide, okay? That's the main thing. Now, the next thing is the roster. What can Kenny do to this RØKKR team, okay? And I want to actually go through and address some stuff together here. What we're going to do is really quick, we're going to break up, not break up, we're going to go to breaking point here, because there's a few things I want to go through, starting off with... There you go, see right there, Kenny to Minnesota. You can see it's literally been spoke about. And I want to go through some stuff. So I want to go on RØKKR itself. Okay. Let's find them. Is there a way to look at their stats? Is there a way? Okay, so we can look at their five past games. They've been getting smoked, okay? I actually want to check their overall stats, if that's a way to do it. Let's go to teams. Let's go to teams. Hopefully breaking point can help me out here. Okay. I don't know where there's team stats. I want to see team leaderboards. You know what I'm saying? I want to see team. There you go. There we can find a bit more. Let's hopefully, if we open up Minnesota, it shows us a bit more. We like this. There you go. Okay. So we look at this team. Oh, it doesn't even have any. Yeah, Paul X has been dropped. Okay, cool. I thought he was still on the thing. All right, right there. This is what we're looking for. Okay. So when we look at this, we have Paul X on a 0.86. The rest of the team doing fairly well. Now, Nero is basically even. But what we get with Kenny, right? What we get with Kenny is an instant replacement. Now, I actually said this at the start of the year. Something I found very interesting. At the start of the year, I said something. I said, with this roster, I actually said, I think all 4 of them are good, talented players. And I don't know who, but I think at least 2 of them will stand out. That's kind of what I thought at the start of the season. And my bet was Gio and Estriel, because I think they both had the most potential. I thought Paul and Nero would do good as well, though. I didn't know who would stand out. I thought Nero could have an amazing year because of the way the game is. I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. But I was thinking Gio and Estriel, then Nero, and then maybe Paul. But then at the same time, I thought, you know what, Paul could take over as well. He's had some takeover years, some takeover events, where, you know, he looked pretty good, whatever it was, right? So I didn't know who was going to perform well. But what I did think was that once the year started and whoever didn't play well, if they were to drop them for another challenger player like an Illy, I kept on talking about Illy. I said this team just needs one leader to take them forward and really guide them in the right way, because they're playing the correct Call of Duty, but you need someone with LAN experience. You need someone that's gonna take you guys across and manage a tournament and really have a footing there. And I thought Illy could be that guy. But then when Kenny became available, and I love this move for Kenny. I love this move from Kenny and the roster in itself. Why? One, for Kenny, it's like, if you guys watch football, right? Soccer for you guys, but it's football for me. There's a team called Aston Villa, and what they do is recently, the way their models kind of worked is they've had a lot of players that in their former club have had lack of form, but they're very talented players, and they've essentially gone through and they have transformed them over with fresh motivation to this new squad, right? And they've been playing unbelievable. That's kind of the model that I've seen. It's not like, oh, that's their model, but it's just the natural way of what's happening is they're getting players, the players are playing really well, they're playing really well in this other team, and then from there, they're having insane form. But they've always been talented. They just needed a new environment. And I think that's what we're going to see with Kenny. I generally believe Kenny is going to be that right now. I think Kenny's going to come in this squad. He's instantly going to improve on Paul Lex's in terms of his current ability. And from that, he's going to make the rest of the team play better. And I think what we're going to see is just a insane version of Kenny. We're going to see a Kenny at his best, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to see the same Kenny from Optic Texas, right? I think we're going to see a Kenny that's got fresh motivation. He's had some time off. It might be lacking confidence at the start, but what he has, right? It's like we have a veteran player that has 3 young, talented players. And if Kenny can get his motivation right, if Kenny can get his headspace right, and just forget about the last 6 weeks of Call of Duty that he played, and just have a fresh start in Black Ops 6, maybe start playing some mates again, maybe get some confidence again, maybe just get back into the fold of the game, I think what we can see is a new version of Kenny that can benefit not only RØKKR, but himself individually. He has 3 hungry individuals who are unbelievably talented that just need some guidance. And I think what we're going to see is I don't think it's going to happen, but I think the potential, right? If you guys remember Clayster and Crim on Dallas, I'm not saying this team's going to win champs, don't get it twisted, right? But you know when they had Hook, Shotzi, and Illy, they had 3 young, talented, hungry individuals that were just raw talent that needed to get better at learning the game and just take over. And I think what we can see here is maybe a similar mold. Again, I'm not saying they're going to win champs. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that. But can they cement themselves as the top 6 team right now? I think they can. And maybe, just maybe, they squeeze that top 4 finish at LAN. If this team can stay between 4 and 6, I think that's an incredible sighting for them. And I honestly believe Kenny is going to be fantastic for them. Let me know down below. Do you guys think this is a good move? Do you guys think this is a bad move? Do you guys think Kenny returns to his form? What are your thoughts? I want to know. I'd love to know down below. Let me know, and I'll catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.